Sir, we should be able to find an induction coil on this level as part of the power systems. Then we simply need to rig the subspace inducer to the sensor array, and we can pinpoint the Devidians' incursion. Excellent. So we find an induction coil where? Induction coil, induction coil. At least this area is pretty straightforward. It's Leonard McCoy! It's Bones! It's from the original series! Awesome! You there. Don't just stand there. Come over here and give me a hand. People are dropping like flies on this station, and it's all I can do to keep up. Who are you? McCoy, Leonard H. But this is no time for introductions. Well, what's going on? Some kind of illness is affecting the people on this station. Blue flashes and ghost stories. There has to be a reason for it, and we need to stop it. People are dying here. Well, what do you need me to do? As far as I can tell, all these people reported seeing those strange blue flashes of light. Now they're all dead. They're worse than dead. Their brains are gone. Whatever this disease is, it's suppressing brain activity at an alarming rate. It's almost as if the energy between the neurons was being removed somehow. The blue flashes seem to be associated with a strange form of radiation, so we've set up that triage center here. That crazy engineer said that the power distribution station is heavily shielded. What kind of radiation? How should I know? I'm a doctor, not an engineer. The blue flashes are still happening anyway. We need some way to replace that neural energy, jumpstart their brains somehow. Like reinforcing a drain shield generator? I suppose that's one way of looking at it, but the mind is a much more complex and delicate instrument. Maybe that's the key. Maybe I should stop sounding like Foghorn Leghorn. I'll say the brain might be able to restart itself if stimulated correctly. Give it the energy it needs, and then a stimulus to make it spread throughout the nervous system. I'll need to know how much neural energy the survivors have, so that we can figure out how much they've lost. Then we'll need to apply cortical stimulators at the correct frequency. It's no panacea, but it may save the lives of the crew. Saving these lives is important to making sure that everything turns out the way it should. Come on, grab a tricorder and start checking the neural activity of some of these survivors. Take note of your readings. We're going to have to calculate the difference from a healthy mind and determine the right frequency to stimulate the brain. The normal human neuron has a resting potential of negative 70 millivolts. Once you have some readings, we'll calibrate a cortical stimulator and try and revive some of these people. Alright then. Take readings from the drained lieutenant and ensign. Hey dude, can I scan your neural patterns for a second? Thanks so much. Let's see, scan neuron resting potential. Negative 60, normal one is negative 70. Hold on. Normal negative 70. Scan neural sodium potassium pump levels. Interior neuron sodium level ion levels elevated. Sodium potassium gates damaged. Anomalous neural activity. Sodium potassium gates damaged by forcible ion movement likely cause sudden change in neural voltage. Predicted results hallucination, loss of motor function, and nervous system damage. Oh boy. I have no idea what any of that meant, but I'm guessing it meant that he doesn't do it too good. Alrighty. See, you're the lieutenant. See what happens in your brain. Neuron resting potential drained millivolts. Potassium levels, exterior potassium level is elevated. Scan for anomalous neural activity. Sodium and potassium ions depleted. Some neurons incapable of electrical response. Likely cause sudden change in neural voltage. Predicted results: fatigue, blurred vision, dulled senses, and loss of autonomic function. Sorry. Alright. Time to talk to the doctor. Wherever he is. There he is. Hey, Dr. McCoy, guess what? Hey, back here. Ready to try some neurosurgery? Alrighty, let's review the findings. Let's see. Hold on. I get the feeling that I'm going to need to figure this out. Negative 70. Resting. Sting. Activity is plus 30. Neural charge at rest. And active. Rest is positive ions exterior, and action is sodium gates, sodium to interior. Alright. You'll charge... Okay. So, what's that mean? We need to restore the mind to its baseline state. Review your findings and set your cortical stimulator so that it will reset the brain back to normal. Hopefully, with a little push from the cortical stimulator, the subject's brain will repair itself. With some time and rest. Ready to try... Alright, time to calibrate that cortical stimulator. Set the voltage for the resting potential. Alright, I believe that was negative 70. Action potential is plus 30. Sodium potassium channel states, I believe potassium both, and sodium was, I think it was this. Let's try it. Boy, I hope I was right. And I feel strange, but better. It worked! We need to get this to the station commander. Come on! After you, buddy. You know, for a second there I was going to ask why they didn't use DeForest Kelly, who was Leonard McCoy's voice actor, but, sir, this might be a good chance for us to find that induction coil. Right. According to this, it's over this way. Then, I remembered, he's dead. Borrowing induction coil. Alright. Integrate the subspace field emitter into the station scanners. If we can. We'll just slip away from Dr. McCoy, integrate this doohickey into that dingus. Integrating the subspace emitter. Shouldn't I be letting my engineer do this? It's working, sir. The emitter has adjusted the active scanners for the station. What do you make of these readings? Imaging shows that the station is becoming suffused with triolic radiation. The radiation is coming from Driffin's comet. The comet itself is emitting mass amounts of triolic energy. The Devidians must have realized that it's a natural source of the energy, and they're using it as an easy way to slip into sync with us. It's like riding behind the wake of a ship in the water. But that's not all they're doing, sir. They're harnessing the triolic energy and infusing it with chronotron particles. With that, they could have enough energy to move the entire station out of phase, maybe even the entire sector. We have to stop them. The comet is the key, sir. But we can't do anything about the comet without a ship, and I don't think a 23rd century vessel is going to be able to do the job. With this information, it's clear that we have to find some way to destroy Driffin's comet, sir. We can use one of the auxiliary reactors in sync with the subspace emitter that we've hooked up to the station in order to make a temporary portal that will take us back to our time. Once we make it back, we'll have to report in and find a way to bring a ship back with us to destroy that comet. Harmonize an auxiliary generator to form a temporal portal. We'll need to use the triolic energy, I presume. Let's see. I believe that we'll find... Yes! We need to redirect the reactor to a triolic portal. And... Yes! Hoo-ha! Uh-oh. Oh, that ain't good. No, wait. You idiot! That's not our intended target! Yeah, zap, 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 zap. Well, that's them out of the way. Zap, zap, zap. Umbrellas. I'm just gonna do this. Aim this at you. An umbrella is dangerous, but not as dangerous as us. Guys, a little help here. Oh, that's right. I sent you to don't attack anybody mode. Yes. We have another problem. We've absorbed so much triolic radiation at this point that traveling through a gate again could cause radiation poisoning. Normally we would just use hydronolin to flush it out, but our medical supplies aren't protected against phase shifting. Our hydronolin supply is probably already irradiated. It isn't the sort of problem that comes up frequently. We'll need large doses of hydronolin to chelate out the existing triolic radiation and protect us for the transition back through the portal, and there's one person who can probably get it for us. Really? But who? Aha! You look familiar. Something else you need? Actually, I have a friend who took a little too much triolic radiation and could use some hydronolin. A friend, eh? With all the radiation flares that the station's experiencing, we're probably going to be a little short on hydronolin ourselves. I could maybe spare a hypo, but if your friend is getting radiation, he or she is on the station anyway. Yeah, listen, I'll need a double dose to chelate out a significant amount of triolic radiation. You should never lie to your doctor or your bartender. That much radiation would mean you've experienced something close to the epicenter. like fooling around with trialic waves. You don't need green blood and pointy ears to know that that is a bad idea. But when the people on this station really needed it, you came through. I appreciate that. I think I could spare a few doses, just don't let the station's captain hear about it. Hey, thanks. Look, I'm not sure who you are or where you came from, but I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm just an old country doctor, but I know better than to ask too many questions about a little unexpected help. You probably shouldn't loiter around here too much longer, and people will start to ask questions. I'm gonna put these cortical stimulators to good use. Sweet. We can take the portal back to our own time whenever you're ready, sir. Excellent. What we need to do is return to our own time. Beam up to the ship. Well, whatever. I guess we just head back to our own time and then beam up to the ship. Or just head back to our own time, whatever. Alrighty then. Report. So, Driffin's Comet is the source of the trialic radiation. That explains a lot. However, we cannot simply destroy it in our time. The Devidians have the means to go back to the 23rd century and harness its energy there. However, that will be their only other chance. Before that, there's no Drozana Station, so there's no place that'll be close enough to the comet's trajectory to be of use to them. The only logical solution is to alter the past, destroy the comet there, and save the Federation. As it happens, I have access to a way... Wait, what? To transport your ship back to the 23rd century. It's risky, but I think the odds are in your favor, and if they aren't, there's always time for another try. I'll make the arrangements. Stay in touch. Drake out. Sweet. I guess I'll take... Actually, this is one episode where you can get a retrofit phaser bank, which is the phasers from the original series. They sound different and they look different from regular phasers, but they do the same amount of damage. But I already have a retrofit phaser bank. Oh, what's wrong with getting a second one? See you next time, folks.